What we are depends upon what we think. So your power lies in your mind. You have the subconscious and you have the conscious. You have the feminine and then you have the masculine. The subconscious is feminine. The conscious is masculine. That's your union right there. That's your twin flame. That is your soulmate. That like your twin flame is you. So when people are saying twin flame, that's you. That's the subconscious and that's the conscious. All power lies within the mind. So when those two are in alignment with each other, there's harmony, there's peace, there's abundance, there's acceptance, there's love. It's everything that you truly desire and want out of life. It's there. It's connected. So when you don't realize that, or when you just don't know that, because most people don't know that, most people are not aware that what they continue to constantly intake inside of their mind, they're going to experience it in their reality. So if you're constantly watching negative stuff, listening to negative things, you're going to have negative experiences, and negative of the same sort attract to you. So if you want to change that, if you want to have more positive experiences, then you need to be mindful and be observant of what you really do on a day-to-day basis. What are you really thinking about on a day-to-day basis? Like, really, like, break down your day. What comes to you? Who comes to you? You know? You have to realize that you're not in control of... You're not God. So when you realize that, when you realize you're not God, you also have to realize that you have the same thing that God has. You are made in His image. So you're not God, but I am a God. See what I'm saying? Using your subconscious mind, that's where most of the stuff that you intake, that's where it sits. That's where the energy absorbs in. The subconscious mind absorbs whatever it is that you're intaking, listening to, reading, whatever it is, whatever you're experiencing, the subconscious mind is there, observing. It's like playing Simon Says with your mind. Simon Says, accept what I'm being heard. Simon Says, the doctor told me I have this, so I need to go get this. Simon Says, it's like your subconscious mind will just do and accept anything that it sees, hears, and takes, because it's like the absorber. So that's where your conscious mind comes in. That's where the union comes in, the harmony comes in, when you bring the conscious mind into there and blocks out anything that is not true, is not you. So you have to become conscious and aware of what it is that is around you at all times. That's where the balance comes in. You can't control everything out here, but you can control how your mental will respond and how your mental will accept certain things that do come to you that you can't control. And once you have control over that, that's where you can control your reality. Control your reactions, control your reality. To add on to that, your conscious mind is in the brain. It's like both, it's like the mind, the physical mind, the brain is the same as the universal mind, as above, so below. So imagine the zodiac being the brain. Imagine the stars in the sky being the brain. That's your brain. You have the same brain as above, so below. You have the same energies that are inside you. No matter what sign you are all these energies. and it starts from here. It starts from here, the crown, down to the root, Aries, down to what's that, Pisces. One and the same. As above, so below, it's the same thing. It's just the more observant you are of your reality, of what people say, of your thoughts, of just the slightest of the unique details of that caterpillar you saw yesterday. That's the same color as that dress that lady had on, who had the same thing that man. It's all connected. Everything like just makes sense. It's like you're constantly communicating with your outer reality, and your outer reality is constantly in communication with you. It's your inner world is the same as your outer world. You know, like the other day, for example, I woke up. I meditate. Sometimes I meditate with music. Sometimes I don't. But this time I chose to wake up and meditate to the root chakra. And I was listening to the frequency. And during the whole day, I kept seeing the color red. I even bought a red fucking lighter. So, and I didn't pick the lighter. The man just gave me a red lighter. So it's just the smallest of the unique details. It will reflect your inner world. So my inner world, when I rose up the other day, was grounded. I was grounded. And my outer world reflected that back to me. Reflection. It's a mirror. We must be before we can do. And we can do only to the extent of which we are. And what we are depends upon what we think. It goes back to the mind. We must be before we can do. So we must be before we can do. If you want to write a book, you need to become that writer before you do the action of writing. And we can only do only to the extent of which we are. So you become the writer. Now you're going to do the action of the writing, but you're only going to do the action of writing to what you think, what type of writer you are. So you want to write a book. You become that writer by beginning to write. And you are beginning to write only to the extent of the writer that you believe, that you think that you are. So if you think positive thoughts, positive things will come to you. If you think negative thoughts, negative things will come to you. There's just, it's not just positive all the time. You have to accept that, and you have to know that, and you have to see that with your own two eyes and with your first eye, that it's not just positive, it's negative too. There's a balance. The fact that I have this Earth shirt on right now, there's a balance. Earth is a Libra. Libra is balance. There's a balance. You must balance it. You must balance it all. The key here to what it is what I'm saying is to not let that negative energy pull you in or lower you. You rise above it through the mind, through your mental state. That's where your power lies.